Liverpool has set the asking price for their main star amidst rumors of a possible summer departure. Attention! Arsenal's still keeping an eye on Premier League star targeted by Liverpool. Welcome, Reds fans! Today I bring important information about the greatest club in the world. Let's go to the video. The injury crisis at Liverpool continues to worsen before it gets better. Despite the youngsters impressing once again in the FA Cup victory over Southampton, Jurgen Klopp named Andrew Robertson as the latest physical concern for his team. The Reds hope to welcome back Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, Dominic Szoboszlai and Wataru Endo due to injuries for the Wednesday match at Anfield. Nonetheless, they remained on what is now a massive list of 14 absent players before the Saturday trip to Nottingham Forest. Let's check out the latest injury updates on Liverpool and return dates. Mohamed Salah. Klopp said before the Southampton game that it was a touch and go for those who narrowly missed the opportunity to play in the final. Among them is Salah, who has already missed 3 games due to a muscular problem, having played only 46 minutes since his return from the African Cup of Nations. The tournament ended early due to a thigh tendon injury, and it remains to be seen when he will be ready to play again. Potential return date: March 2024. Andrew Robertson. Both Robertson and Alexis Mac Allister suffered from illnesses after the Carabao Cup final victory, revealed Klopp before Wednesday's match. While Mac Allister returned to training on the eve of the game and ended up coming on as a substitute, Robertson was absent from the team. He is therefore doubtful to face Forest on the weekend. Potential return date: March 2nd versus Nottingham Forest. Darwin Núñez. Fans who witnessed Núñez running onto the field with enthusiasm to celebrate the victory over Chelsea could not be blamed for thinking he was close to returning to action. Still absent against Southampton, he was initially sidelined during the victory over Brentford as a precaution and may well be ready for the Saturday trip to East Midlands. Potential return date: March 2nd versus Nottingham Forest. Dominic Szoboszlai. A persistent thigh tendon injury has hampered Szoboszlai's playing time since the turn of the year. The 23-year-old came off in the New Year's Day victory over Newcastle, before his return in late January lasted only 2 games before the issue resurfaced. Klopp assessed his chances of returning soon as reasonably high, but Liverpool will likely be extremely cautious given the nature of his problem. Potential return date: March 2024. Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Reds ruled out Alexander-Arnold until the international break in late March, after he suffered a recurrence of a knee injury in the recent victory over Burnley. The initial prognosis of 2 weeks was extended after new tests on the English right-back. Potential return date: April 2024. Wataru Endo. Japanese midfielder Endo suffered a well-aimed blow in the cup final and did not improve much before the Southampton game, according to Klopp. Photographed on crutches and with a protective boot at Wembley, he missed the midweek victory and is doubtful to face Forest. Potential return date: March 2024. Ryan Gravenberch. Liverpool fans were furious when Moises Caicedo's challenge on Gravenberch went unpunished at Wembley, with the Dutchman still feeling the consequences. Klopp confirmed earlier this week that he will miss the trip to Nottingham due to a ligament injury, and the manager simply said, "We'll see in the upcoming games." Potential return date: March or April 2024. Curtis Jones. Liverpool may have secured a convincing 4-1 victory at Brentford earlier this month, but it was not a cost-free game, with Jones also ruled out due to an injury sustained in West London. An ankle twist has ruled him out until after the international break, from which the Reds emerged to face Brighton on March 31st. Potential return date: April 2024. Alisson Becker. The Reds' assistant coach, Pep Legenders, described a muscular injury suffered by goalkeeper Alisson last week as an injury that will really take time to heal. The Brazilian is out of action until the international break at least. Potential return date: April 2024. Liverpool's winger, Mohamed Salah, is being linked to a possible departure from the club at the end of the season. The 31-year-old Egyptian winger is under contract with Liverpool until the summer of 2025, but negotiations for an extension have not yet been concluded. It will be interesting to see if the Premier League club will choose to negotiate the player in the summer, avoiding the risk of losing him on a free transfer next year. There are rumors of interest from Saudi Arabian clubs in signing the Egyptian international, who had already attempted to secure his signing earlier in the season. According to a report from Football Insider, Liverpool has set a minimum price for their talented winger and would be willing to release him for an offer exceeding £100 million. However, the decision to sell Salah will depend on agreeing to the stipulated price, and it is still unclear if Saudi clubs are willing to make such a high investment. Since his arrival in the Premier League in 2017, Salah has been a world-class player and has been instrumental in Liverpool's achievements. He is arguably the best player at the club, and his departure would be a devastating blow to the Reds. Salah has amassed 19 goals and 10 assists this season, and replacing his production will be a considerable challenge. However, if Liverpool can negotiate a deal for over £100 million, they will have the resources necessary to seek a worthy replacement. Wolves winger Pedro Neto is attracting interest from Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham ahead of the summer transfer window, according to Fabrizio Romano. Neto has been in good form this season, contributing 11 assists and scoring 3 goals in 21 matches. Notably, the Portuguese forward netted 8 goals in Wolves' first 10 Premier League games, suffering an injury in October that kept him out until late December. His performances helped Wolves reach the FA Cup round of 16, where they face Coventry City at home. Gary O'Neill's team sits 9th in the Premier League after 26 games, surprising many who predicted relegation at the season's start. There is expected to be significant interest in Neto this summer, with Arsenal strongly linked to him in the past. However, transfer expert Romano suggests that Liverpool and Spurs are 2 teams to watch in the race for Neto's signature. Romano states that the Gunners included Neto in their list 2 years ago, and when they identify a player they like, they keep following him. This suggests that Mikel Arteta is still interested in the 23-year-old. Spurs, on the other hand, believe they need a new winger, and Neto could be a fantastic solution, according to Romano. While it seems more like a recommendation from Romano than a confirmation of Spurs' interest, he suggests that we should keep an eye out. Romano believes that Liverpool and Spurs will be interested, mentioning that Neto has been watched by the Reds in recent months and years, and could make a move at the end of the season. However, Neto's injury history since arriving in England is a concern for interested clubs. Neto missed 52 games for Wolves after a serious knee injury in April 2021, and much of last season due to an ankle problem. Although a tendon injury sidelined him for 2 months this season, there seems to be no recurrence of previous knee and ankle issues. Romano also mentions that Michael Olise of Crystal Palace is another winger likely to be on the radar of many top clubs, especially in the Premier League. Thank you very much for watching until here. Until next time.